as well as the Seminole Tribe of Florida and the Miccosukee Tribe of Indians in Florida. Roll call and verification of quorum. Chair Gaudio.
Paul.
Present.
Reed.
Present.
Olivia Smith.
Present.
Hagenbook.
Present.
Casimiro.
Present.
Callis.
Present.
Cabanos.
Present.
Sadvika. Jane.
Present.
Sherman.
Present.
Danae Smith.
Present.
Ali. Bilalehi.
Present.
Hamid.
Present.
Kaufman.
Present.
Lich.
Present.
Gentile.
Present.
Rose.
Present.
El Haq. Fawcett.
Present.
Riggett.
Present.
Phillips.
Present.
Escobar.
Present.
Magadia.
Present.
Rodriguez.
Present.
Wanjan. Hassanein.
Present.
Wynn.
Present.
Habgood.
Present.
Bonaventure. Perez.
Present.
Alcuda.
Present.
Benesh. Candeloro.
Present.
Gortz.
Present.
Jones. Leon.
Present.
Matthews.
Present.
McRae.
Present.
Nursu Medebra.
Present.
Randa.
Present.
Leiva Gonzalez. Simmons.
Present.
Tedorescu.
Present.
Varela.
Present.
Zivin.
Present.
Lipner. 43 out of 49.
All right, everyone take a look at last meeting's minutes. Is there a motion to approve last meeting's minutes? And then take a look at today's agenda. Is there a motion to approve today's meeting's agenda? Open forum. Is there anyone here to speak in open forum? Seeing none. Announcements from the student body president, President Blanco.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. First off, I really wanted to shout out the SLCers for their bill presentation. That was really amazing. You guys should be super, super proud of yourselves and your mentors. So huge shout out to you both. I really, really enjoyed that. Okay, as we close out this year, I just wanted to take a moment to sincerely thank each and every one of you for such an amazing year. Thank you for your hard work, your dedication, and everything you have done to make this organization stronger and so much better. I also want to extend my appreciation to Speaker Courts, Pro Tem Hamid, and all of Senate leadership, Ashley, Maite, and every student government agent for your work that you've put in throughout this whole year. Our team is actively working on the transition out of our administration. So if there's anything you need from me during that process, please do not hesitate to reach out. And yeah, I really wanted to give another shout out to our Black and Gold project, Pause and Reflect, that happened today on the patio. So to my senators that showed out, thank you so much. I hope you all have a great weekend, a great summer. And to our returning senators, I wish you a great semester and amazing 58th Student Body Senate.
Any questions for the student body president? Seeing none. Announcements from the student body. Oh, thank you. Announcements from the student body vice president, Vice President Benitez.
Let's do this without getting a little teary-eyed. So fun fact about me, I like to say what's up, Knight Nation, so one last time in the Senate chamber. What's up, Knight Nation? First off, congratulations to all of our graduates and congratulations as well to our returning senators. It has been an incredible semester and we are now wrapping up some of our final transition efforts. We recently held our final ADSB meeting and have been going through all the cabinet transition binders to make sure the next administration is set up for success. I also had the opportunity today to take our Vice President-elect Jones to his first faculty senate meeting so he can begin getting familiarized with the process and step confidently into that role. Right now, our focus is supporting our smooth transition while also preparing for graduation. Thank you all for your hard work this year, and I hope everyone enjoys a well-deserved break. And we do have two last exec programmings. Monday is Coffee Tab at the Barney's in the library, and then Tuesday night will be our annual Midnight Breakfast 5K, which will be our last exec event under the Blanco Benitez administration.
Any questions for the Vice President? Seeing none, thank you.
Thank you all.
Comptroller's report, Comptroller Drinkwater.
Good evening. Thank you all so much for this past year. Serving as your comptroller has been such an honor, and I'm so glad I got to do it beside all of you guys. If you ever need anything, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'm wishing everyone the best on their finals, and I'm excited to see who takes on this role next, and I can assure you that they will be fully transitioned into the new role. President-elect Vicaria will appoint an interim comptroller since my last day will be May 7th. The current CRT balance is $3,045.23 with a reversion rate of 4.23%, and the current FAO balance is $1,645.88 with a reversion rate of 2.51%. Thank you, and please let me know if you have any questions.
Any questions for the comptroller? Seeing none, thank you.
Thank you.
Attorney General's report, AG Altoona.
Good afternoon, Senate. Over the past week, I have continued working on student body statutes to ensure that all of our governing documents are fully updated and ready for transition. I've also been working with the incoming administration to provide them with a clear guideline of their statutory deadlines and responsibilities over the summer semester so that they're well prepared as we move into the new term. In addition, I have been supporting the transition of our documents to help ensure the continuity across the executive branch. I've also closed my opinion request form as a part of the transition process, and I also had an opportunity to attend the SGLC banquet and the SLC legislation presentation, both of which were great ways to close out the year. As always, if you need anything, please do not hesitate to reach out, and it was an amazing year to get to work with all of you. Thank you.
Any questions for the AG? Seeing none, thank you. Cabinet Forum, Chief of Staff report, Chief of Staff Pearson.
One last time. Hi, Senate. Hope you all are well and studying is going absolutely splendid. I have been working on both my transition binders to provide a guideline for the next people who will take both my roles. With that being said, comms requests are now closed. Thank you all so much for a great year.
Any questions for the Chief of Staff? Seeing none. And then Director of Student Affairs, Director Berthew, given by Chief of Staff Pearson.
Good evening and a goodbye from my class to you all. Thank you all for your insights and assistance throughout the year to some of my crazy big programs. I couldn't have done it without you.
Any questions that the Chief of Staff can answer? Seeing none, thank you. Announcements from the Chief Justice Pizarro.
Good evening, Senate. Congratulations, everyone, for reaching the end of the year. As for the Judicial Council, we had our last meeting yesterday where we discussed the revisions done to the JRP throughout this year by our Internal Rules Committee, and the document is now ready for approval by the Council. The branch also hosted its last outreach event, Blossoms with the Bench, which was a huge success. So shout out to all the justices that helped out, especially our JOC committee for that. And as for transition, I'll be having a meeting next week with President-elect Vicaria and Vice President-elect Jones to discuss judicial transition in the upcoming weeks. And then for the Judicial Council, applications for seats 8 through 14 will open this Friday, tomorrow, and they will close May 8th. So if you know anyone interested, pre-law, just interested in SG, definitely recommend letting them know to check out our Knight Connect page under Judicial Branch. And then to wrap up, it was a pleasure to serve as your Chief Justice. This position taught me lessons, gave me friends, and showed me perspectives I will carry for the rest of my life. It was a great honor, and I cannot wait to pass the torch to my successor and the new council. Thank you to everyone that served beside me, my assistants, Victoria and Colin, to my fellow justices, President Blanco, VP Benitez, Speaker Courts, and Pro Tem Hamid, and all the rest of SG. To all those elected, another congratulations, and I cannot wait to see all that you accomplish, and I hope that session 58 will be the best one yet.
Any questions for the Chief Justice? Seeing none, thank you.
Thank you.
Announcements from the Supervisor of Elections, Supervisor Collazo.
Hi, Senate. Happy Sine Die. I cannot believe this is the last meeting of the session and the last Senate meeting I will ever attend. I want to first take the time to congratulate President Courts and Pro Tem have made on their hard work and dedication this past year while fulfilling the duties of their highly demanding offices. Your leadership and resilience did not go unnoticed. The Election Commission had its final meeting this past Monday where we approved the final amendment to the ERP. As a reminder, Election Commission applications will open on May 1st and close on May 15th at 11:59 p.m. When the application does finally open, please share with any student on campus that you feel would be interested in this opportunity. Additionally, it has been an honor to serve as your supervisor of elections. While I assumed the role unexpectedly, I want to take this opportunity to thank those who extended their support to me this semester. It did not go unnoticed. Lastly, congratulations to all the spring 2026 grads. We did it, yay. And congratulations to all the newly elected agents. I cannot wait to see what you all accomplish.
Any questions for the supervisor of elections? Seeing none, thank you. Caucus reports, Arab Caucus, Cheryl Kuda.
Hello, Senate. The caucus is meeting for the last time tomorrow at 11 a.m. where we will discuss future plans for the caucus and to gain feedback of what we would like to see us accomplish next year. I'm so proud of the work this caucus has been able to do to serve the underrepresented Arab community of students at UCF and allow these voices to be elevated. I'm truly so honored to have been part of the initiative that created this caucus and to have served as the chair for the last 2 sessions. It has truly been surreal, and I know those returning will only continue to make this body flourish. Thank you.
Any questions for the Arab Caucus chair? Seeing none, Black Caucus, Chair Smith.
Hello, Senate. The caucus met for the last time this session on Monday, and we held a little party where we reflected on the past year. Also on Tuesday, Vice Chair Jones held the Black Women in Leadership panel, which was a success. And lastly, it was amazing to serve as chair this year. I wish everyone the best who's graduating.
Any questions for the Black Caucus chair? Seeing none, Disability Caucus, Chair Mello. Any questions for the Disability Caucus chair? Seeing none, thank you. ICTC, Chair Varela.
Hello, everybody. We had our last ICTC meeting yesterday. Thank you to everyone who made this year such a great year. Thank you to everyone who's ever contributed to ICTC for such a great 2 years. I hope and expect the next generation of ICTCers to accomplish so much more in the future.
Any questions for the ICTC chair? Seeing none. LGBTQ plus caucus, Vice Chair Altuna.
Really quick, just thank you for an amazing year, and I will be at banquet tomorrow, so we can say our goodbyes then.
Any questions for the LGBTQ plus caucus, Vice Chair? Seeing none. Sustainability Caucus, Vice Chair Sherman.
Jordan says, thank you all for a great year, both as Sustainability Caucus and Caucus Leadership Chair. Hope to see all of the senators tomorrow at the banquet and everyone else at some point before the year is over.
Any questions for the Sustainability Caucus, Vice Chair? Seeing none. Women's Caucus, Chair Renda.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to say thank you all for such a great year, and I'm so proud of everybody's work.
Any questions for the Women's Caucus Chair? Seeing none. Announcements from the Senate President. Good evening, Senate, and happy last meeting. Congratulations to the SLCers for their bill writing showcase. The winner will be chosen and announced tomorrow. I want to thank all of you for all of your hard work during this session. I know that we've gone through a lot of different changes, and I'm so glad that you guys were my people. You've made this year wonderful, and I'll be more sappy tomorrow. And thank you to President Blanco, Vice President Benitez, and your entire cabinet for everything that you've done for us. Thank you to the Judicial Council, EC, and the caucuses as well. This has been a very smooth year, and I'm so happy about that. And tomorrow's the Senate banquet. It will begin at 7 p.m. If you'll be there, please save any speeches you have for them. Ashley says, please. Any questions for me? Seeing none. ELA report, ELA Reed.
Congratulations to all our seniors graduating. We do appreciate all your hard work and dedication to the Senate. I also want to give a huge shout out to the SLCers for their incredible work at the Bill Writing Showcase. I am absolutely amazed by the talent I saw in all of the bills that were presented today. I wanted to thank you all for electing me as your ELA. It's been an amazing year and I cannot wait for the 58th session. Also, if you attended the Bill Writing Showcase and you didn't have the opportunity to vote for your favorite bill, please do so at the link I posted.
Any questions for the ELA? Seeing none, Senate President Pro Tempore report, Pro Temp Hamid.
Okay, hi everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Not much for me. I'm still working on my transition binder and beginning to clean up my office. Amazing bill showcase today from the SLCers. It was amazing to see everyone's hard work. I learned a lot about what you guys have been doing over the past semester. And it was really, really great to see everything you guys have done. I hope to see that these initiatives are continued next year. I'm going to save my sappy speech for banquet as Ashley requested. So we can leave early, but I do want to thank you all for an amazing session and for representing your constituents in the best way possible. Thank you guys for entrusting me with this position. I really do appreciate it, as always. Thank you to my deputies, Ryan, Jimmy. Couldn't have done this without you. Obviously, the Speaker's Office, our advisors, and the fellow branches and Election Commission. And big congrats to everyone else who is graduating in 2 weeks. Yay! I'll be working/cleaning until I cross the stage. So if you guys need anything, please let me know. I will be here. And I hope that the next session is amazing.
Any questions for the Pro Tempore? Seeing none, DLEG report, DLEG Kaufman.
Good evening. Happy last meeting. It's good to be back after my brief period away. This session, we have seen a total of 163 pieces of legislation, which is very exciting, 131 of which have been enacted, with the ones that passed tonight not added into this total yet. So tonight's legislation, we have nothing on first reading, 9 internal bills and 3 resolutions on third reading, and 2 proclamations on second reading. Thank you all for a great session, and I look forward to seeing everyone who is returning in just a few weeks.
Any questions for the DLEG? Seeing none, DSER report, DSER Capinos.
Good evening, Senate. I just want to say it's been such a pleasure serving as a DSER for this session. You guys are just so incredible, but I know I'll say that to the banquet. For the RSO emails, I'll send out the templates to all RSOs on my end because I have all the updated emails. It's all going to be the same template. So it would just be easier to go through that because I can carbon copy that for all the RSOs. But I'll also write the new system that I've been working on in the transition binder. So the new DSER will have that going into the next session. For Senate IMs, I would like to announce that we've ended our IM season this spring with a 3rd place trophy. So we won bronze. I like to give it up to our team. They did hard work. They only had a couple games that they could play this season, but I think in bronze, I think it's very fitting we got a trophy and more trophies to come in the next session, hopefully. And then our last event, you guys know what it is. It's beach day. It's going to be very exciting. It's going to be at Cocoa Beach. It's on Saturday. Usually we leave around 11 in the morning and then we stay till around sunset. We get food there and then we go to dinner depending on how the senators are feeling. There'll be more information going out in teams about signups if you want carpooling and everything like that. So if you want to go, just reach out. But I'm excited to see you guys there. It'll be our last event for the session.
Any questions for the DSER? Seeing none, fiscal committee reports, I yield the chair to Pro Temp Hamid.
CRT committee, Chair Sherman.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
This
This week in CRT, we approved allocation 57,491.
Thank you. Approved allocations 57, 491, 492, and 493. And today enough reversions came in to be able to send those to the business office right away. And just a little recap of the year, we allocated our full budget. We sent a total of 1,997 students to 32 states plus DC and Puerto Rico and 16 countries on 4 continents.
FAO committee Chair Lust. Oh wait, any questions for the CRT committee? Sorry. Okay, FAO committee Chair Lust.
All right. Hello, everyone. Today in committee, we amended and reapproved allocation 57-137, and we also reflected on our past year and discussed many changes that could be implemented to make the committee run better in the future. And we were also able to allocate our full budget of $260,000 and impact almost 22,000 students this year. Thank you all for a great session.
Any questions for the FAO committee? Okay, seeing none, I yield the chair back to Speaker Quartz.
ORS committee Chair Rose.
Today we approved 3 VPFs and reflected on the year. Huge shout out to all ORS committee members for a great session and a great past 3 sessions for me for Senate.
Any questions for the ORS committee chair? Seeing none. Internal committee reports, ENA committee Vice Chair Matthews.
Hello, today in ENA we approved the finalized ERP from the Election Commission and we talked about ENA over this session.
Any questions for the ENA committee Vice Chair? Seeing none, GAP Committee Chair Barilla.
Hello, everybody. We did not have a meeting this week, as our last meeting was last week. But thank you to everyone who contributed. This is a great year for GAP, and I know that the future GAPians will carry the torch and build off what we accomplished this year.
Any questions for the GAP Committee Chair? Seeing none, LJR Committee Chair Gaudio.
Good evening, Senate. We met twice this week to accommodate Senate orientation absences. You may find them below. With regards to orientations, the committee came to the decision that students who missed the first day of orientation will not need to follow up the Senate President Pro Tempore. Students who missed the second day of orientation, regardless of if they are new or returning, will need to schedule an orientation with next session's Senate President Pro Tempore. So we'll make sure that this is communicated. That is all.
Any questions for the LJR Committee Chair? Seeing none, SBA Committee Chair Total Rescue.
Hi, Senate. SBA met for the last time this Monday, where proclamations 5739 and 40 were passed on first reading 1100. Thank you for a great year, guys.
Any questions for the SBA Committee Chair? Seeing none, is there a motion for speeches, questioning, and debate? Senator Perez.
5-10-10.
There's been a motion for a 5-10-10.
Second.
In a second, any objections? Hearing none. Notice of legislation on third reading. First, we have Internal Bill 5738, updates to Title 14. General revisions. Chair Gaudio, you have 5 minutes whenever you're ready.
Not too much has, we saw this bill last time. It just changes the composition of the caucus leadership committee to just be composed of chairs so that we aren't trying to organize a committee of 22 people. I yield my time.
We're now in a period of questioning. Are there any questions on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of debate. Are there any pieces of debate? I see you have an amendment, Chair Gaudio.
I'd like to move to see my amendment.
There's been a motion to see Chair Gaudio's amendment. In a second, any objections? Hearing none, you have 2 minutes whenever you're ready.
These clauses in the initial language are for sections which no longer exist in the internal bill. So this removes them. I yield.
Okay, we are now in a period of questioning. Are there any questions? Seeing none, we are now in a period of debate. Are there any pieces of debate? D. Serkipinos.
Move to vote.
There's been a motion to vote.
Second.
In a second, any objections? Hearing none, we are now in voting procedures. With a vote count of 38 to 0, these amendments pass. We are still in a period of debate on the internal bill as a whole. Chair Barilla.
Move to vote.
There's been a motion to vote. In a second, any objections? Hearing none, we are now in voting procedures on internal bill 5738. With a vote count of 38 to 0, internal bill 5738 passes third reading. Next, we have internal bill 5739, updates to Title V. Chair Barilla, you have 5 minutes whenever you're ready.
This change just mirrors the rest of statutes. I yield my time.
We are now in a period of questioning. Are there any questions on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of debate. Are there any pieces of debate on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of voting. With a vote count of 38 to 0, internal bill 5739 passes third reading. Next, we have internal bill 5740, updates to Title VI, definitions, scopes, and subtitle A. Vice Chair Matthews, you have 5 minutes whenever you're ready.
Nothing has changed since last Senate meeting. I yield.
We are now in a period of questioning. Are there any questions on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of debate. Are there any pieces of debate on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of voting. With a vote count of 37 to 1 to 0, Internal Bill 5740 passes third reading. Next, we have Internal Bill 5741, updates Title 6, Subtitle B. Vice Chair Matthews, you have 5 minutes whenever you're ready.
Nothing has changed. I yield.
We are now in a period of questioning. Are there any questions on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of debate. Are there any pieces of debate on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of voting. With a vote count of 37 to 0, Internal Bill 5741 passes third reading. Next, we have Internal Bill 5742, updates to Title 6, Subtitle C. Vice Chair Matthews, you have 5 minutes whenever you're ready.
Nothing has changed. I yield.
We are now in a period of questioning. Are there any questions on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of debate. Are there any pieces of debate on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of voting. With a vote count of 37 to 0, Internal Bill 5742 passes third reading. Next, we have Internal Bill 5743, updates to Title 6, Subtitle D. Vice Chair Matthews, you have 5 minutes.
Nothing has changed. I yield.
We are now in a period of questioning. Are there any questions on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of debate. Are there any pieces of debate on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of voting. With a vote count of 37 to 0, Internal Bill 5743 passes third reading. Next, we have Internal Bill 5744, updates to Title 8, Fiscal Committee Appointments. Vice Chair Casimiro, you have 5 minutes whenever you're ready.
No changes since last time. I yield.
We are now in a period of questioning. Are there any questions on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of debate. Are there any pieces of debate on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of voting. With a vote count of 37 to 1, Internal Bill 5744 passes third reading. Next, we have Internal Bill 5745, updates to Title 14, Caucus Attendance. Vice Chair Smith, you have 5 minutes whenever you're ready.
There's been no changes since last time. I yield the rest of my time.
Okay, we are now in a period of questioning. Are there any questions on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of debate. Are there any pieces of debate on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of voting. With a vote count of 39 to 0, Internal Bill 5745 passes third reading. Next, we have Internal Bill 5746, updates to Title 14, APIA Caucus name change. Who is representing this bill today? Okay, Chair Brola, you have 5 minutes whenever you're ready.
Nothing has changed since last week. I yield my time.
Okay, we are now in a period of questioning. Are there any questions on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of debate. Are there any pieces of debate on this internal bill? Seeing none, we are now in a period of voting. With a vote count of 39 to 0, internal bill 5746 passes third reading. Resolutions, resolution 5722, updates to Senate Rule 5, legislation submission deadline. D-Leg Kaufman, you have 5 minutes whenever you're ready.
Nothing has changed. I yield my time.
We are now in a period of questioning. Are there any questions on this resolution? Chair Total Rescue. Will you make a motion?
Are we in questioning?
Yes.
Move to debate.
There's been a motion to move to debate. In a second, any objections? Hearing none, we are now in a period of debate. Vice Chair Zivin.
Motion to see my amendment as a technical. It's just deleting a space.
Yes, I will see that as a technical. Are there any pieces of debate on this resolution? Senator Rodriguez.
Move to vote.
There's been a motion to vote. In a second, any objections? Hearing none, we are now in voting procedures. With a vote count of 38 to 1 to 0, resolution 5722 passes third reading. Sorry, guys, I'm so tired of talking to myself up here. Resolution 5723 updates to Senate Rule 5 Caucus Leadership Committee reports. Vice Chair Perez, you have 5 minutes whenever you're ready.
Nothing has changed. I yield the rest of my time.
We are now in a period of questioning. Are there any questions on this resolution? Pro Tem Hamid.
Motion to move to debate.
There's been a motion to move to debate. In a second, any objections? Hearing none, we are now in a period of debate. Are there any pieces of debate? Vice Chair Casimiro.
Looks good. Move to vote.
There's been a motion to move to vote. In a second, any objections? Hearing none, we are now in voting procedures. With a vote count of 39 to 0, resolution 5723 passes third reading. Next, we have resolution 5724, resolution urging the University of Central Florida to be recognized as a fair trade university. Chair Lipner, who is representing this resolution today? Vice Chair Sherman, you have 5 minutes whenever you're ready.
No changes on the resolution. I yield.
We are now in a period of questioning. Are there any questions on this resolution? Pro Tem Hamid.
Move to debate.
There's been a motion to move to debate. In a second, any objections? Hearing none, we are now in a period of debate. OC, the addition to that comma as a technical. Senator Escobar.
Yeah, I think, Earth Day was yesterday. We had a celebration and recognized Earth Day as student government. So I think it's really important that we promote ethical and sustainable practices here at UCF. We're aiming to be a university of innovation, and that includes sustainable practices here on campus. We should all vote in favor. Thank you.
All right, we're still in a period of debate. Are there any other pieces of debate? If somebody else squeaks the duck, you're all putting them in the back. Pro Tem Hamid.
Move to vote.
There's been a motion to vote. In a second, any objections? Hearing none, we are now in voting procedures. With a vote count of 39 to 0, resolution 5724 passes third reading. Notice of legislation on second reading. First, we have proclamation 5739, proclamation recognizing May 25th, 2026 as Memorial Day. Senator Behulehi, you have 5 minutes whenever you're ready.
Hello, everyone. So this proclamation seeks to recognize May 25th of this year, but it'll change next year as it's the last Monday of the month. This holiday has been celebrated since 1868 and formally recognized in New York in 1873. We have a lot of veterans at UCF who contribute to the community, and having this would be a nice way to recognize what they have done for our country. Thank you, and I yield.
We're now in a period of questioning. Are there any questions on this proclamation? Seeing none, we are now in a period of debate. Are there any pieces of debate on this proclamation? Senator Rickett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will say that as a member of the United States veteran and military community, a lot of the people who have given their lives all across the world, it's really, really important that we have this piece of proclamation, just honoring those who have given their lives all throughout every conflict. I've lost friends as well, loved ones, people who've passed away from Vietnam or global war and terror. So this one hits home for me. So I urge each and every single one of you to just remember and honor those who have fallen and those who have given their lives for our country. And you about the rest of my time.
We are still in a period of debate. Are there any other pieces of debate? Chair Barilla.
Move to vote.
There's been a motion to vote. Second. In a second, any objections? Hearing none, we are now in voting procedures. With a vote count of 39 to 0, Proclamation 5739 passes second reading. Next, we have Proclamation 5740, Proclamation recognizing April as Black Women's History Month. Vice Chair Jones, you have 5 minutes whenever you're ready.
This proclamation recognizes April as Black Women's History Month. This month is celebrated annually to educate, uplift, and acknowledge the contributions and achievements of Black women in the fields of business, science, politics, and the arts. There was a Black Women in Leadership panel on April 21st that recognized the contributions of Black women in leadership at UCF and the surrounding Orlando community. I yield the rest of my time.
We're now in a period of questioning. Are there any questions on this proclamation? Seeing none, we are now in a period of debate. Are there any pieces of debate? I will see Chair Lusch's amendment as a technical. Are there any pieces of debate on this proclamation? Senator McRae.
This proclamation looks great. I urge you guys to vote in favor. Super important. With that, move to vote.
There's been a motion to move to vote. Second. In a second, any objections? Hearing none, we are now in voting procedures. With a vote count of 39 to 0, Proclamation 5740 passes second reading. Look at that, guys. Got through all of it, and we started 17 minutes late. Senate Forum, Varela.
Hello, everybody. Just want to say thank you for such a great year. And of course, I'm graduating, so I just want to let you all know that if you want to find me after graduation, I'll be in Baltimore attending the University of Maryland Law School. So if you're ever up north in the Mid-Atlantic, DC area, give your boy a ring. And we should do. This is sentimental. Please have some seriousness. Yeah, and we can definitely link and hang out and reminisce on the old Senate times.
Yeah, congratulations. Read.
So really quick for, my seniors plus everyone, at the end of the meeting, there is cake. So I just wanted to put that out there. Please hang around and eat some cake. I'm begging you. There's so much.
Okay. And Noel Kuda.
I'm going to save it for banquet.
Thank you. Deliberation, none. Advisors report, Ashley.
Happy Thursday, folks. It's the last time some of you will hear that from me on our shared evenings. First, I was telling Kirsten, 750, y'all waited to give me the best gift you could have possibly given me, and it's seeing my home before 9:30. So I appreciate y'all for that. That tells me you care about me on this evening. With that, as my wonderful image shows, I'm gonna miss y'all that I will not see after today. Congratulations for an incredible session, for things that I got to see and the things that I didn't. Joining you all this semester has been amazing, full of whimsy, if you will. And so for those of you that are not graduating, returning, it's been real. Still make sure I am a resource to you all, whether you are students here or not, whether you're in Senate or not. So just make sure you know that. I'm always here for you all as a part of this institution and just to help you in whatever way you need. For those joining me in the 58th, I'm so excited to keep rocking with you all and for you all to be rocking with me. It's going to be a good time. Orientation was fantastic. I do want to give Kirsten and Jason a huge shout out because they basically led most of the portions of that second day. And so they took their Saturday to come hang out with us. So I'm so appreciative. And it's going to be great. I heard some good conversations. Some really good questions came out of folks as well. So for those that are leaving, know that I think you're leaving our Senate in some good hands. So it should be great. And so for the last time this session, today is National Day of. Thank you. All right, we have a couple good hitters for today. We have National Movie Theater Day. It is also National English Muffin Day. It is also World Book Day and Night Day. For some reason, those were listed as separate. And National Take a Chance Day. So for those of you that are jumping into new things, I thought it was apt to include that. And then you'll see my special mentions from this week, National Lookalike Day on the 20th, and Thank You for Libraries Day on the 21st. That's it for me.
Any questions for Ashley? Seeing none, Maite.
Hello, everyone. We made it to the last meeting, so we can give us a big applause if you want. Okay, so big congratulations to everyone that is graduating, and I wish you all the best for what is coming for you guys. And also, I'm really excited to see all of the ones that are returning for next session and also the new ones who are coming. So I hope to see you all there. And that's all for me. Thank you.
Any questions for Maite? Seeing none. Miscellaneous business. I hereby resign all of us from Senate. Senator shout-outs. Shoot, can you guys do that thing where you put yourself in the queue? Read.
Okay, I have a shout out. Oh, in all caps too. I have a shout out for Maite and Ashley. Thank you both so much for all the hard work you've done for us and for all your positive contributions to Senate. Abby and I have a little something for you. Aww.
Okay. It has Reed listed twice.
You know what? I'll do some more. Why not? Love hearing myself speak. Shout out Mila. Always, being hyped when I walk into a room. That's really beautiful. Shout out Kirsten for being my boss and my friend, I guess. And for actually giving me 2 jobs. I can't see over the balloon, I'm sorry. And for giving me 2 jobs. It's been such a pleasure working in your office this year. I really, really appreciate it. Shout out to all my seniors. You guys are going to do amazing things. I can't wait to see you all on the news one day with all your incredible hard work. I hope it's just that, JC. And yeah, thank you all for a great session. I really appreciate you all. And if you're coming back for the 58th, I can't wait to see all the hard work that you do too.
I was going to shout out Speaker Courts, but she said my name and kind of aggro away, so maybe not.
Like, you want me to say it in all caps?
My computer is dead. The computer I use had caps lock on. I don't know how to turn it off, so it was a whole thing. Anyway, shout out to Gap, of course. I love Gap. I spent 3 years of my life in that place. Hopefully, it can get along without me. I bet it can. Shout out ICTC. Spent 2 years of my life in that place. I hope they can also get along without me, and I bet they can. Shout out everybody who made the session such a great experience. Shout out everybody from my 3 years here that made it all such a great experience. And lastly, shout out Ashley and Maite for all the work they do and like really making what we do possible. And shout out Ashley for like really getting on us about our hours, because like yeah, I got many emails from her about that. And don't worry, I'm more professional about it now, so I fixed myself. Don't worry.
Casimiro.
I won't be in the Senate banquet, unfortunately, so I'm gonna say my piece now. Sorry. Shout out to all the graduating seniors. We're gonna miss y'all. Y'all have made an impact. Shout out to people. Everyone's coming back next year. I can't wait to work with y'all. Shout out ORS. I hope, Sammy, you enjoyed the presentation I conjured up for you. CRT, shout out. I love CRT. FAO, shout out to Speaker Courts and Pro Tem Hamid. You guys have been awesome. I love the welcoming vibe you guys have. Sorry for being sappy. Maite, you're amazing. Ashley, you're amazing. My College of Business people, I know we're not a lot here anymore, but we survived. Myla, my day one. Jimmy, my day one. Who else is my day one? Victoria, my day one. JC, my day one. Victoria, my day one. Halima, my day one. That's mother right there. Everyone else, shout out to y'all. Veronica, my day one. I saw you. I'm so sorry. I'm very sad. I have a lot to say, but shout out to everyone.
Akuda.
Shout out 2023-2024 SGLC class. We made it to the last session. I think we're all graduating. I don't know, but shout out us. One more survivor. Okay, shout out Ryan. Shout out the Arab Caucus. Shout out my children. Shout out Speaker Courts and Pro Tem Hamid for all the great work they've done. Shout out Ashley. Shout out Maite. Shout out Jorge. Shout out Anna. Shout out everyone. Shout out future senator-elects. Shout out everyone. Thank you guys for a great year.
Toyota Rescue to the rescue.
I did not put that. I'm not sure who put that there. All right, here we go. Anna. Ooh. Shout out to Anna. Shout out Kirsten. Shout out Jason. Oh, hey. Ryan. Hey. Jimmy. Jimster. Hello. Shout out to the leadership. You guys are great. You guys made this session what it is. Shout out our little SLC class, guys. We made it. Woo. Wouldn't have done it without Halima. #mother. We love you. Shout out Luke Paul. He got a cool watch on. Shout out Eric. He's wearing red. And let's see. Sorry. Shout out Victoria. She got a really, it looks pretty good. Her pistachio drink. and then you know what? Shout out my seat buddy, Mariah. That's it.
Turn around and take a look at Ashley. Go back to the live stream and look at her facial expression. Rodriguez.
Half of my shout outs were stolen, but it's okay. I'm gonna repeat. Shout out Ashley, Maite, and Jorge, of course. You guys do amazing work. We appreciate it. Shout out to Senator-elect LCers. You did that. The seniors, you guys are finally graduating. Yay! Shout out my seat buddy. She's Pookie. And shout out Bobby. He's been like my ride or die and the reason I joined Senate. And also we've done every group project together in our major and our minor. So that's Pookie, number one.
Yoda Rescue. Okay. Danae Smith.
Hey guys, so first shout out all the graduates. I hope to see you all do great things. Shout out Kirsten, shout out Jason, shout out CCIE because we never shout ourselves out anymore. Shout out Ashley, thank you for letting me sit in your office and yap. Shout out Maite, shout out Victoria. She held a great event, guys. Let's give her a round of applause. Shout out all the caucuses. Let me see, I have other people. Shout out Halima. Shout out Abby, shout out JC, shout out Veronica, shout out Anna. Thank you guys. Shout out to everyone who's coming to the next session, and shout out to everyone who's made this session great. Thank you.
Capinos? And the queue is closed.
I was gonna go around and say everyone's name because I want to shout everyone out. Because you guys have all just done such incredible things in Senate, whether you realize it or not. Shout out my day ones. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you, Victoria. I appreciate you immensely. Veronica, you as well. Mila, of course, Gabe, one of the 3 College of Business senators left in the session. Eric, it's good to have you too. Shout out to all of leadership, including the chairs and vice chairs. You guys have done great stuff with the committees throughout this year. I also want to shout out everyone who did IMs and went to the events. You guys made my position what it is, and if it weren't for you, it wouldn't be as fulfilling for me. And so I want to thank you very much for all of your support. I want to shout out the senators that aren't here with us, but have also contributed to our session greatly. Shout out David. He was a great light in the chamber when he was here. Shout out McNulty, Senator McNulty. He was awesome. Shout out Corson. I'm sorry you had to go. I hope you come back. And if there's any other senators that I'm forgetting, shout out them as well. Along with our incoming SLC class, I was sitting where you were last year thinking, how is it going to be possible? It is. Keep dreaming. Keep doing great things. I'm ranting, but shout out everyone. Shout out Abby. I think you're really cool. I'm glad that we got closer this year. Shout out JC. You're my day one because you got me in this chamber. Shout out Anna. You're awesome. Shout out Bobby. You're awesome. Shout out Adeline for getting the seat. Shout out Elias for being here. Shout out all of you guys because you are incredible. Don't forget that. I'm getting off the mic.
Hagenbook.
Shout out Veronica and Olivia for sitting next to me. They're really great. Shout out Danica for giving me her pink drink. Shout out Mariah for driving me home. Shout out Mila for being a good SBA chair. And shout out Grace Rudy.
Aw. Jones.
Shout out Kirsten and Jason. You guys have done an amazing job this year. Shout out. Oh, also I won't be here for the banquet tomorrow, so that's why I'm doing it here. Shout out Ashley and Maite. Shout out CRT, ORS, Black Caucus, Women's Caucus, LGBTQ plus caucus. Shout out Danae. I love you so much. So that's it though. Thank you.
Read.
Again. I'm back for more. Actually, just one more. I want to give like the biggest shout out to Jorge ever. Jorge and I met in SGLC in 2023, and then got the opportunity to orientation leaders together and go through that. And so it's just been incredible seeing how much you've grown and all the hard work you've put into everything that you do. I can't wait to see like all the incredible things that you accomplished. Truly, it's such an honor to call you a friend. So thank you so much for everything. I love you.
Matthews.
Shout out Bobby for listening to me complain before I chaired ENA today. Thank you for all your support. And then shout out Jason and Kirsten because it's really funny watching you guys play with these balloons, and for playing rock, paper, scissors, shoot last week.
Yeah. Hamid.
Kirsten limited me and told me I couldn't tell you guys, but I said it anyway. Sorry, but I'll go quickly.
I did not.
Yes,
Go
you
on.
did. You whispered to me.
Go on.
Okay, fine. Anyway, I would love to shout out my amazing deputies, Jimmy and Ryan. Couldn't have done it without you. You guys have quite literally been my bestest friends this entire session. Shout out for you guys for wanting to be my deputies. It was pretty cool. Shout out to Speaker Courts. First time I'll be nice to you during these, because quite literally, I don't think that I could have done this without the likes of you. You've been very supportive to me whenever I need it, and we've gotten so close this year, probably from trauma, but that's neither here nor there. But I couldn't imagine. Oh, that was the likes of you. Guys, she's framing you guys. It's actually her this whole time. Shout out, obviously, the Speaker's office, Anna. Hey, and Bon Bon. I wish he was here. Shout out Bon Bon. It's his girlfriend's birthday. And shout out everyone. I think we've done such an amazing thing this semester, and also this session. We've had such a great year. I'm excited to see what you guys do next year. I'll do more shouts tomorrow because I'll get too emotional.
I got so confused because I heard the squeak and I like squeezed mine, but it came from a different side of the room. So it's like, where is that? So I let Jason do that because like, shout out to Victor's AirPod case. They've been staring at me this whole time. Shout out to Anna. Like, the ILA job is so hard, especially if you could like imagine having another job on top of that. Shout out to the entire Pro Tempore's office. Love you guys so big. And And shout out to the 5 of you who every single time I look up and you're making eye contact with me. It's been so uncomfortable this whole year.
Keenan by name.
Nick Luce, Sammy Rose, Owen Sherman, Mila Todorescu, and Anna Reed.
That's not a bad thing.
Okay. Sorry. Camille's Habitat.
Oh, we're going right in. Okay, guys. So last week I did say that I was going to do something special, and so I have presented all of my pets. These are all of them that I have ever had and cherished. So yeah. So the first one is Charles. He's my pet. He's my first pet ever. He's orange. We got him when I was in middle school, so he was like about 6. So I got to see him be a happy old cat. But he used to be called Colonel Mustard at the shelter, and I thought that was really funny. And then I renamed him Charles. So he was my perfect little guy, and I miss him a lot. Next is Robbie. He's the cat in the middle of the top row. So we got him with Charles from the same shelter because we were like, oh, we should get 2 cats so they can be friends. Friends is, I don't think they're friends, but he is just like an emo teenager, quite literally down to the T. He can sit next to you, but you do not pet him or he will leave the room. He's now the resident old cat at my parents' house. Now they have a little kitten, so now he can be, that kitten is what Robbie is what Robbie was to Charles. Okay, so next is my 2 beautiful, amazing daughters, Muad'Dib and Yelena, my rats. So Muad'Dib is the first one. My boyfriend and I got them like 2 years ago when they were babies. They were itty bitty. They're biological sisters. They like to play around and run in their little cage, and they have a lot of fun. Afton, as you guys know, is my newest pet. I got him with my boyfriend about a year ago. We got him from a cat cafe in downtown Orlando, so he loves people. And they told us that he's like a dog, but if he was a cat, which is really accurate because he is a dog. And he likes to be in everyone's business, and he will walk in everyone to get their attention. That's it. What if we say it together, Halima? Okay, ready? Okay, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, and then we say it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Motion to adjourn pending final roll call.
There's been a motion to adjourn this meeting pending final roll call. In a second, any objections? Hearing none, Chair Gaudio.
Paul.
Present.
Reed.
Present.
Olivia Smith.
Present.
Hagenbook.
Present.
Casimiro.
Present.
Callis.
Present.
Capinos.
Present.
Satvika. Jane.
Present.
Sherman. Present. Nay Smith.
Present.
Ali. Liladehi.
Present.
Hamid.
Present.
Kaufman.
Present.
Licht.
Present.
Gentile.
Present.
Rose.
Present.
Elhak. Fawcett.
Present.
Rickett.
Present.
Phillips.
Present.
Escobar.
Present.
Magadia.
Present.
Rodriguez.
Present.
Wanjan. Hassanein.
Present.
Wynn.
Present.
Habgood.
Present.
Bonaventure. Perez.
Present.
Alcuda.
Present.
Banesh. Candeloro.
Present.
Quartz.
Present.
Jones.
Present.
Leone.
Present.
Matthews.
Present.
McGray.
Present.
Nurse Medevra. Brenda.
Present.
Leyva Gonzalez. Simmons.
Present.
Teterescu.
Present.
Varela.
Present.
Zivin.
Present.
Lipner. 41 out of 49.
Okay, I hereby adjourn this meeting at 8:15 p.m. If you guys please keep the balloons so I can decorate the chamber tomorrow.